Hello to everyone, this is Demo64 with yet another fan game, and this time, this is Sonic Advance 2 Unity, Leaf Fortress demo. This is a double doozy. I decided to record yet another video right after Sonic Calamity. Actually planned to do this in one day, but unfortunately stuff happened. So before I talk about before I jump right in, I'm gotta say that I'm really hopeful for this project because I've played the original Sonic Advance 2, and honestly, my biggest problem with it was, or with any Sonic Advance for that matter, was the screen crunch. So hopefully this one fixes it. And fortunately, we got only Sonic. But that's cool to see the DualShock 4 compatibility, as we can see over on the bottom right. However, I prefer when the button colors are inverted in this case. No matter. Let's go with Sonic and let's see how it goes. Oh, we even got a map. That's cool. We can also finally select second act and boss. Hopefully it will stay like this in the next demos and hopefully in the final retail release. Not retail, but you get the idea. I just remember that fan games cannot be retail. Alright, so let's go. Let's try it. Oh wow, this is so much of the screen real estate, I gotta tell you that. And from what I've read, this is not the gist of it, like you can even go wider if you have a monitor capable of doing that. And the frame rate is so smooth though, although I see this as more of a remake rather than like the reverse Wait, what? I can spin dash on rails? Weird. That's an interesting thing, although weird. So yeah, the controls are not the same as the original, that's for sure. Like, I'm used to Sonic doing a jump dash with R2 or right trigger, so requires getting used to, that's what I would say. But is the level design the same? Because if it's a remake, then surely the creator of this fan game should have remade the stage bit by bit. And honestly, I'm not sure because I haven't played much of Advance 2 in my life, because I don't really like the game that much because of the screen crunch. It makes me angry. Unfortunately, because I like Sonic Rush games though. Anyway, yeah, back to the topic. It seems though the level design is what you actually need. So yeah, to do a jump dash I need to press the direction I want to twice, and to be honest, this is not really comfortable for me because my DualShock 4 actually has some mushy D-pad. Actually, hold on, let me fix this real quick. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is so much better. This I've got a DualShock 3, but it's a Chinese knockoff. I got scammed, but at least it's got a useful D-pad, so... And we're done. That was too slow, to be honest. I'm kind of ashamed of myself here, because... well... yeah, not really a great start. But I will retry the stage right after I try the other stuff. You know, I like to replay those stages for full-on viewing of the game, I guess. Oh, we also got a drop dash, wow. That's weird to see, to be honest. Very unusual. My apologies for pausing. I got a couple of problems. For some reason, the OBS, the software I was recording with, said that I was recording for 20 minutes? Although it's been only 6 minutes. Like, what? Anyway, let's continue. Second act. It's really cool to see that this stage is like the complete replica of the original, so I guess it's just ported. And no, if you're gonna ask, I'm not gonna try going for the special stage. I've never done this in my entire life, so unfortunately I cannot do this in this video. But if I will stomach the original Advance 2 sometime in my life, maybe I will try this in the next version. But yeah, it feels kind of weird to see Sonic moving fast, seemingly, but because the camera is so zoomed out, it's real unusual to see Sonic like moving not really fast. I guess that's what Game Boy Advance does to you. It crunches the screen so hard that the camera moves so much that you forget that there's like that you're not really moving that fast, but at least you've got the illusion of running fast. That's also cool. And the boss fight. And it still has this janky collision of hitbox, like... Yeah, I get the idea that you're not supposed to touch this hammer, but honestly I don't really like how it's so sensitive, basically. And there's no Cream, by the way. He's holding nothing. I guess that's because the cutscenes are not done yet. But so far, that's a really great experience overall. Really short, but it's only the first zone, so can I really complain? Thank you so much for playing Sonic Advance 2 Unity. I spent a lot of time and effort working on it. I don't know when it'll be finished, but I hope you check it out when it's done. Try to beat my times. I'm not gonna. Sorry, Ben. I'm not that great in Sonic Advance 2. But thanks for releasing the demo. Anyway, now let's try... Since I've learned... Wait, what? Did I see this right? Abilities. Oh, it's just pretty much the tutorial. Slide attack, spin dash. So... Oh, I should hold the left stick or the D-pad plus press the square button at the same time. Well, I don't know how to feel about this because I got so used to this control scheme of Sonic Rush and Sonic Advance. I also recently played Sonic Rush, so yeah, it's really unusual. Okay, let's try... Oh, it works, yeah. And it seems to not be that hard, interestingly. But I guess it will be useful if this fan game will come out to Android devices with a touchscreen, because when I played Sonic Advance 2 a lot, I was playing on more Android phone with half a gigabyte of RAM. It was so old back then, yeah. And it was not even good by those standards either, so the Game Boy Advance simulator was skipping frames, and I played somehow played Advance 2 through this. Not fully, not completely, I beat it only in 2023, but yeah, you get the idea. So the main problem with touchscreen that you cannot really press comfortably, you cannot really touch the D-pad and right trigger at the same time. It's not really comfortable, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I keep forgetting I can drop dash. Honestly, you don't really need it in advanced games, I think. But since this is like a norm of Sonic games nowadays, it's a given or a must Yeah, still not good. I'm not proud of myself. I'm sorry for that, but maybe it's because of the camera. Yeah, I know I'm like stretching it a bit, but what can you do? I gotta make an excuse. I'm a YouTuber, I can do this. Anyway, let me just try and focus this time, and I lost rings while saying that. Okay, 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 I got you. Uh-huh. I honestly really hate when Sonic games did that with grind rails, that if you jump once, then you jump off. Sonic Colors did it when you stomped, and I hated it because I liked stomping on the grind rails. Anyway, so far so good, as I can presume, at least. I'm pretty sure. I have a hunch, like I have a feeling that if the developer eventually finish this fan game, finishes this fan game, I'm sorry, they will make a ranking system. Because what's a Sonic game that's speed-based without a ranking system? Oh, that one was not bad. 107. I think the... Well, no, I didn't surpass the record of the developer, of course. But it's still a good result, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, I'm just glad that the screen is finally playable. Like, I really don't like the screen crash of Sonic Advance 2, and you know, it's weird because advanced sprites were really popular back in the days of Flash animations, so I guess we gotta thank the Screen Crunch for that, because Dims or whoever developed those games really wanted to show their sprites, so they crunched the screen. And honestly, while playing Sonic Advance 2 and beating it without emeralds, I was thinking only, like, why don't they just zoom out and not care about this sprite work that much? But Sonic is a brand, so I guess that is important, so yeah. Anyway, my final thoughts is I'm glad I played it. It's just the first zone, so I cannot really say much. Probably I should have tried this demo out when Hot Crater would be finished, but I don't know when this will be done, and I don't know if I will see the release of it, because I just stumbled upon this when I was browsing Sonic Fan Games HQ. The same was with Sonic Calamity. Anyways, you gotta try this demo. It's really great. I really enjoyed it, even if it's that short. If you're a fan of Sonic Advance 2, you can try this to see if it's authentic to the feel of the original, because for what I know, the only problem I had was speeding up as Sonic. Like, it's not really hard in the original to have him in this state where he's boosting off because you're running for so much. But here it's not as easy. But maybe I'm just bad at advanced games, and I'm not really ashamed of this because I like Crush better. Anyway, that was it for now. Yeah, this one probably was the shortest episode of my channel, I guess. And I'm glad I finally did something short. Anyways, yeah, thank you for watching, if you watched till the end. If you wanna, you can like and subscribe. You can also go to my review hub. The link to this fan game will be in the description. Yeah, I forgot to mention this in the last video, so I'm sorry for the developer of Sonic Calamity, but here I will say that the link will be in the description. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and until the next video, I suppose. Goodbye for now.